All right, I've stalled long enough. Today, surgery day. We're gonna do a floorbotomy, a rustectomy. We're gonna cut the floors out, or at least the passenger side. Like I said before, I don't think I'm gonna do the driver's side. I think I'm just gonna try to patch that with a chunk of sheet metal. Primary goal today is to cut out that section of the passenger floor and get it prepped, ready for the new floor pan to go on it. And maybe if we get time this weekend, we'll try to get that at least tacked down, and we'll see where we go. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna try to get some kind of a straight line, or attempt at one anyway. So my thinking is, I want to cut along here. I want to cut the edge of this, cut up here. We'll leave a little bit of a flange here that I can get that other one, the other new panel attached to. Hopefully that metal's thick enough. There's a little pinhole right there. We'll see. So this is pretty good all the way to here, and I'm going to overlap with a little bit of a lap weld. So I'm going to just give a line here. Let's cut that out. That's the worst Sharpie ever. Almost works. Okay, let's get rid of that. That's better. Can always cut more off if we feel like we need to. Here, cut just inside that edge, so there to there. Whatever. We'll see. Gloves would probably be good. Do I have any? That would be silly. Why would I have any gloves? This is gonna be obnoxiously loud in here. I'm gonna want earmuffs again. Been to the store 3 times. Think I'd have bought earplugs by now. No. That is melty on the gloves. So that no work. Earmuffs.
Max, can you earmuff it for me?
Ooh. That was close. Nope, wasn't close. Did cut the battery cables. Awesome. I'm so looking forward to replacing those. So, yeah, be careful what you're cutting around. You never know what you might cut into, like expensive battery cables. All right. So that's that. It's a good sign it's hard to cut though, because that means it's pretty good metal. It's not just like blasting through a bunch of rot. Come around with a file or a grinding wheel and clean up these edges so I don't slice my fingers. I'm gonna cut some of that patch panel out just enough so I can fit it in here, and then we'll get a better cut line. I'm gonna try to overlap by about maybe 1/2 inch all the way around and see if I can get to sit reasonably flush. It should form pretty close. We can probably hammer it in if we need to. So there'll just be a little edge that just like whatever this is. This is thicker metal than probably their new one, but 18 gauge or 22 gauge steel. So it shouldn't even, once he puts that sound mat down, we shouldn't even feel that little ridge. Okay, so this is not final cut yet, but just getting it where I can get the whole panel, the piece I want in here. I'm gonna sit just about like that. And That'll sit inside that one. And that will sit mighty flush right here. You won't even be able to tell. I gotta trim this off here and probably a little more of this side here too. And then this is too wide, so I gotta cut off about this much here to like, I wanna go right under this. So I'm gonna cut right there. Like I said, always cut off more. And then I'm gonna leave this to kind of see if I can fit it over top of that. And I'm gonna cut off maybe about, let's say like 1/2 inch. I'm gonna leave that ridge, see if I can use that as a guide. Okay, we're getting close. I got the panel cut out. I stuck it back in here because I'm gonna just use it as a, like an edge. I got some weld through primer. Since I have a butt weld, since I have a lap weld, I'm gonna overlap this metal. I ran through here with the die grinder and some 40 grit sandpaper and clean this metal up as best I could. Get a nice smooth finish to weld to. But now this metal that's underneath this lap weld is going to be bare and it'll flash rust. And so I'm going to hit it with just a quick line of weld through primer along here. I'm going to end up coating this whole thing with a floor coating, but I don't want this, I won't be able to coat this part underneath the other piece of metal once I weld it on, and I won't be able to weld through that coating. So just get some, I've had this laying around, I'm sure it's pretty good. Make sure we get all the way into the edge here. Okay, good enough. Let it dry. Let's see, how long does it take to dry before we can weld? We're probably not welding until tomorrow now. It's getting late. Okay, so these 15 minutes and it can be sanded or top coated. So maybe we won't have to take that long. We'll give it like a half hour. See what happens. Okay, I'm struggling to get a good ground. My welds are terrible, but it's for the most part holding. There's a couple of them, like that one's not good. Up here is just too high. It didn't sit flush. And I was trying to do some build up and I blew through because the metal's so thin here. So I still have to put a piece up here at the top. We'll cut a little sliver to go across here and weld these two together and then see if I can weld that to the floorboard and get it a little more flush than this is. But I'm not happy with it, but I'm not unhappy with it. Does that make sense? I'm gonna try to mess with the settings of the welder a little bit. I think what I'm fighting is a ground. I've tried, so far this is the best spot. I just drove a self-tapper into the metal. I'm just not a very good welder. That's all there is to it. So I didn't show you my welding because, well, you shouldn't learn your welding from me. Go find somebody that knows what they're doing. But you can make it work, and I've kind of made it work. So I'm going to keep stitching in, see if I can fill these in. I'm still probably going to get some seam sealer over this anyway, so I might just call this good enough. That's just blowing through again. See what I'm saying? It's also not super clean metal. But if I mention this, I don't really know what I'm doing. Like I'm just not very good at this. But we'll make it work, I guess. I'll get better. I gotta practice more. That's really what it comes down to. I'm not spending enough time practicing, putting, I should go to the junkyard and just buy some cheap raggedy panels and just weld on them and see if I can just put them up on a sawhorses or something, just see if I can weld a patch panel and just get practice with this welder. Or get a different welder. This is one of those welders that's like a beginner, you know, dial in. There's only so much fine tuning you can do. I think I've probably due for a better welder, but also needs a better welder. All right, I'm gonna finish tacking this up. All right, I think that's about as good as this terrible welder can get it. So, not the terrible machine, the terrible craftsman. So I'm gonna call it here, and I need to get some seam sealer because I forgot to order some. And seal up these edges, and then we'll get some coating on it. This is why I was so hesitant to do too much surgery to this floor, because although it probably needs to be done, I'm not the guy to do it. So a buddy of mine, actually the guy that I got this truck from, will often say, grinder and paint make me the welder I ain't, and that is so true for me. I'm going to do one of these little patches on the other side as well, and then we're going to call it. All right, yeah, this is where we're going to leave off here. So I've got this mostly stitched together. It's pretty solid. I think it's real solid. I shouldn't say it's pretty solid. There's still a few little pinholes. I'm not going to really worry about those. I'm going to get some seam sealer. I forgot to order it. Now by this point, by the time I order, it won't be here this weekend. It'll be here kind of midweek. So there's no place around here to get it. I looked all over the place. So I'll get some ordered. I'll get it here, and that'll be the next video. So I'll grind down these high spots, all these little nubs. We'll seal it, and then I'll just glob some sealer into some of those little tiny pinholes. And I think that's probably the wrong way to do it, but I think it's gonna be good enough for me. All right, I think we're gonna call it here for this week. Got the new patch panel, cut out and welded in place. It's not perfect, but I think it'll do. I'll get some seam sealer and seal the rest of those gaps up. I was trying to see if I could stitch it all the way together and grind it smooth and flat. No, I'm just not good enough yet. I need a lot more practice. Like I said during this video, if you want to learn how to weld, I am not your guy. There's plenty of good resources out there though, on YouTube and other places that you can teach you how to weld. I've used a few of them. They are very good. I'm just not very good yet. It just needs a lot more practice. For those of you who think you can just like buy a welder off the internet, fire it up and do good welds, let me tell you, it's harder than it looks. You can do it badly and it'll work. That's what we did here. You don't have to spend a ton of money on this stuff. This stuff is hard to do. If you want to, again, go back to what I've been saying all along. If you want a showroom quality SEMA, Mecum, Barrett Jackson build, you're gonna want different. You want to do this differently than I'm doing it. But if you just want to get it running and get yourself a little fun little hot rod, next week we'll finish off the driver's side, get the seam sealer down, and then get the rust coating put on the entire floor. And clean that up, get it all one solid black, and maybe, I don't know if we'll get to the dash or not. We'll see. We'll see how the weekend goes. So, thanks guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. Hit the like and subscribe and the bell and do the things. And we'll see you next week.